Hi folks, welcome back to the channel. It's Deb, D.E. Chandler, online and in my books. And to get the ball rolling for Chasing the Muses, I wanted to just kind of get us started on character development. And for the very first level of character development, we want to do what we call direct representation. So when you do that, you look at things like their appearance. What does this person look like? And you can use a lot of things to help you get ideas for what your person might look like by observing a person whose mannerisms you like. You might take that person's visage and maybe combine it with someone else's. You can base it off of a fictional character that you read about and maybe tweak that a little bit. There's a lot of ways to develop that. But what you want to do is get as many of those physical characteristics down on paper as you can. So aside from their appearance, that's the first pillar, that's the one everybody thinks of when they're first starting to build a character. Aside from appearance, there's action. How do they act? What kind of things are they likely to do or say? And that leads us to speech. But this is not just so much what they might say, because that kind of falls into action. Speech is how they speak. Is their speech more formal or more laid back and casual? Is their speech, of a dialect that maybe they use different words than what we would ordinarily hear? Now you want to steer clear of digging too deep into dialect, as some authors have in the past, because generally that's kind of frowned upon nowadays. You can put a little bit of it in there, but just it's like pepper, just sparingly. And then the next pillar is thought. How do they think about things and feel about things? What kinds of thoughts run through their head, because you'll probably be writing some of that for them too. When you're first starting to develop your character, and whether it's your protagonist, your antagonist, or one of your main supporting characters, you want to give that physical, how they look, how they act, speak, and think, just as much detail as you can in your notes. Not all of that's going to make it into your finished product. And again, it's like pepper, like with dialect. You just sprinkle these details in, preferably into some kind of action. So we'll get into describing action and looking at things like conflict and things as we go. But for now, those are some things to think about to get you started developing your very first character, or maybe not your first character, but just developing those flavor agents into that character. I kind of think of it as building a bread. Anyway, that's all we have for this time around. Thank you so much for joining me. If you like the idea of getting back to basics and learning some of the basics about writing, go ahead and give us a like, maybe click that subscribe button, and make sure to follow the Chasing the Muses playlist, because we have a few different things going on the channel. I hope you are well and be safe, and we'll see you next time.